Today, I'll be answering the question, how many suppliers does it actually take to reach over $100,000 with a high ticket dropshipping store? This is a commonly asked question that I get a lot, and the answer to that is it depends. Now, I don't like to use that answer at all, but it really does depend on how many suppliers it takes to get you to 100,000. But I would say for the most part, you want to get as much suppliers as possible, but at the same time, you might already be sitting on good suppliers or winning suppliers for your store that you just simply have not optimized, or you simply have not opened up the doors to start selling more of that brand. And let me explain what I mean by that. Most people, when they start a store, for example, if you were to start a fitness store, you would go onto a store like this, scrape all their suppliers and contact all of them and get as many suppliers as possible and continuously do that. Now, you might be sitting on good suppliers already. And how do you know if a supplier is good? Well, the criteria that make a good supplier is going to be MAP. If they actually enforce MAP pricing, that's number one, most important. Number two is if they have brand demand. That brand demand amount, usually, you want to have over 500, but having higher than that or having lower than that does not dictate how well that brand does for you, because the way we do our marketing is we definitely want to bid on the brand names, but we also nowadays, because everyone's being on a brand name, you want to actually spend money, a percentage of the money, 30% of your budget on the high campaign, which is going to be generic keywords. For example, if you're going to be selling York barbells, you would want to rank for functional trainer machine, standing half rack, whatever the product actually is in the generic term without the York barbell part of the title. So that is the reason why it's very important to invest most of your budget or invest a percentage of your budget, 30%, a third of your budget into the high campaign, because over time it's going to be more beneficial for you because you're not relying on branded traffic where everyone else is coming in. If I'm starting a fitness store, I'm most likely going to be bidding on brand names, jacking up the CPCs. But if you have high campaigns that are converting for you, which takes some time, but it definitely does work. You just have to go slow, do a lot of keyword sculpting, and actually show up for the keywords that you want. And over time, your high campaigns will convert into sales. And that's actually how you scale a brand. So again, to answer the question, how many suppliers it takes, you could do it just with one supplier, but they need to have MAP and they need to actually be a good supplier that has good margins. That's also another important trait. Good margins, meaning 25% or more after shipping. So that way you can actually aggressively advertise and actually have margins left over to continuously advertise this brand. So if your website only has 3 suppliers, 5 suppliers, 10 suppliers, listen, it really does not matter how many suppliers you have. You definitely, rule of thumb, get as many suppliers as you can, and that's always only going to benefit you. But you maybe already be sitting on good suppliers for your store, and you simply do not know yet. So what to do when you're trying to optimize a brand for more conversions? Well, it really just comes down to, for example, let's just pick Body Solid. It's a popular gym brand. Let's just search the G9S. Let's just say this is the product that you've been trying to sell more of, right? I know for sure this is the Body Solid, the Supplier is one of their most popular models. So we're going to compare it with the other sellers. So I just searched Body Solid G9S in Google, and we want to go to compare price over here, and then we want to look how many sellers there are. There's probably quite a bit of sellers for this brand at this point, but we do want to exclude Walmart. Walmart sellers are not what we're competing with. We want to exclude eBay. We want to exclude Amazon if there are Amazon here. And really the main competitors that we're going to compete against is going to be the fitness named stores. So Fitness Factory, Fitness Superstore, Competitors Outlet. It's not really a fitness store, but at the same time, I would count it as a competitor because it's mainly fitness themed. Their domain name is not as great as the other ones. So what we'll do is, if we want to optimize for more sales for Body Solid, is we want to open up all these sites that are selling Body Solid. String Warehouse USA. Just open up every single one of them. Now, we can close the ones that are like relatively new, but we just want to look for the main competitors. If you know the main competitors in this space, then you really don't need to open every single one of them. This one, judging off the site, they could be doing a ton of revenue, but yeah, the site design isn't that great. They have some offer, some add-ons right here. Let me see this site, Strength Warehouse USA. Burt's Bikes. This really isn't. Yeah, I would just exclude this. This is terrible site. It's not really a main competitor if you have a fitness store. Bandit Fitness. Okay. WorkoutHealthy.com. Okay. Iron Company. Some interesting names. Fitness Emporium. Yeah, site looks pretty terrible, honestly. Gympros.com. Okay. Yep, we have competitors outlet. So let's say I'm Select Fitness USA. This is my store. What I want to do in order to compete with the competitors is really just compare my product page and offer to the competitors. For example, on my product page, I can see phone number right here. Click the call, big black text right here. Request a quote. We can see most of our competitors really don't have this, so we already have a leg up. But let's just say we still aren't making as many sales as we want to. We can try to see if there's any components of our competitors' sites that they have that we don't have on our store. Number one thing is there's no offer for this product. For example, if someone's buying this Body Solid G9S and they're comparing it with all the other ones, they might just pick the first one that pops up for them, because if they're all the same price, then they're just going to pick the best one with the best customer service. But as this store owner or you selling that same product, what you can do is offer a free gift or a free add-on with the main product. For example, if someone's buying this gym machine, maybe you want to throw in some dumbbells. Maybe you want to throw in something that's workout related. I don't know, protein shakes. Maybe not protein shakes, because you want to make sure that gift is mass market enough, so you're not tailoring it towards just one sub audience. Meaning that if you pick a protein shake and it's not everyone likes it, then you're going to limit yourself to how many people are going to like the offer or not. So you want to pick something that's universally acceptable or universally liked if someone's buying this. And I would say something like dumbbells would make more sense, because it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. If you're buying this, you most likely would want dumbbells for free. Like, who would complain about free dumbbells? And you pair it up with this machine right here. So that's how you make your offer immediately better. You could offer something related to free delivery, maybe something digital like a training course on how to get jacked. Once you buy this machine, you want to make your offer unique in the marketplace, and that's the easiest way to differentiate yourself from the competition, and that's how you beat your competitors when you're doing your marketing. And this works on any single niche, no matter what. You can do the barbecue niche, you could do massage chairs. Take this same strategy, and this is exactly how you're going to be able to compete against even the most competitive industries in the space. Again, we want to pull up all our competitors that are selling this product, compare each and every single one of them. And is this tedious? Yes, but I'm telling you right now, it's going to be worth it, because these small changes in these offer tweaks can make or break how well your ads do and how many of these products sell for you. Because I was actually working with a client that's actually in a very competitive niche, and he just made some of those changes as well, and all of a sudden that product just started selling 7 per week, and the product prices were $5,000. So he was doing $35,000 just off one single product after he optimized it. It was just the supplier's best moving product or best selling product, and he optimized the page, added an offer. It did take some time. Like he said, he spent a good 2 hours on it, but it started paying off. Like 2 hours for $35,000 in revenue, the difference is night and day. So if you want to succeed, and you most likely already have all the suppliers you need to get to $100,000, you just need to optimize and spend in the right campaigns. Spend in the branded campaigns if you can, and there's brand demand. If not, then you want to spend in the high campaigns so you can get generic traffic to your site, and over time you can optimize, and the high campaign will be more profitable for you. And that's exactly what I'm doing with my high-tech e-commerce store. So again, To answer the question, how many suppliers do you need? It really depends, but get as many suppliers as you can. And I've seen people have 5 to 10 suppliers and they're doing pretty well with their store, doing over 10K a month profit with their store. Again, if you have any questions, drop in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer each and every single one of them. And until next time.